I am going live like I've been saying that I was going to. Here I am. I wanted to just face to face kind of thing here to say hi to everybody, let them know what I'm working on, and see how things are going. I'm just kind of just logged in. Looks like it's good. Hopefully you guys like this angle. This is where I cut all my fabric. It's a tiny place compared to where I used to be, but it works. I got a nice cutting table, and I'm about to cut the final sweary pre-order from Cynthia Fernetti's designs, the I Knit So I Don't Kill People design. That one is the one that I'm cutting right now. It's the final one. I'm very excited because this one has been a problem. I haven't really talked to you guys about it. I posted on my, my letters and everything to let you know what's going on. But I didn't really talk about this one because it was a problem. Basically, when I first got it, I got a smaller design and it looked blurry. And I'm not talking like I got a tiny amount of this fabric. You see this one little sheet right here? Yeah. It's filled with this thing. So I got 3 of these in my house right now, this one being the only one I can cut because Spoonflower sent me 2 designs that were completely blurry. And, if the pre-order hadn't been so wonderful, such a great big sale, this would have been a huge problem because I would have tried to get it all out like normal within like 1 or 2 production orders, and this fabric has just gotten here this week. And it is June 14th? I think we did the pre-order in April. This is the longest pre-order I've ever done in my life. I am very tired, but very happy and very grateful. I feel terrible that it's taken this long to get this pre-order out, but that's kind of why I wanted to get my face in front of everybody. As you can tell, I'm not super polished. I'm very in my house. I don't really talk to a lot of people. So talking to live right now is kind of weird for me. So just so you know, please polish over the fact that I haven't done a live in a really long time. So I'll just ramble on here. But anyways, so I wanted to give you guys a little look at where I've been cutting for the last 2 years. Here's my little area. I've got all my fabrics and everything and my materials and tools and everything that I need in this little area. I got my computer over there, and then my bed is right there. So this is my bedroom. It's kind of cool though, because I'm very lucky with a beautifully large bedroom, and my fiance is incredibly nice, and forgiving and loving and very kind about the mess that I leave sometimes. He knows when I'm in the middle of cutting a production order that there might be some fabric. I try not to get it in the bed, try to keep it on the floor. So he's appreciative. But anyways, so I just wanted to kind of touch base and let you guys know. I was going to post this on Instagram and maybe on YouTube just so that I could have something for a wider audience, because I know sometimes it's hard. I send out the emails to the people who ordered the pre-orders, but sometimes it goes into the junk mail. So I've gotten a lot of emails from people who never even got any of my emails. Hopefully everyone who ordered from the pre-orders has gotten my emails at this point. But I did post a pretty good update on the 26th of May. I'm about to post a new update because I'm finishing the last fabric today. And we'll be getting that over to Olga to sew tomorrow, I think. That's the plan right now. Everything is kind of hazy, that's the problem with life. One of the reasons why it's hard to keep a business open after working things in such a good, succinct deadline life is just that everything is not controllable anymore. And I understand that at a certain level, things are not controllable. But as a business owner, it used to be a lot more controllable. I used to be able to know when my shipments were going to come in. I used to be able to be very I knew that Joann's was going to have the duck fabric that I needed, the bottom weight or the insides of the totes. I knew that my materials would be available. Nowadays it's so hard. We just did the PO. We just finished up the production order of all the wallets. So you'll be seeing some more of those that are not spoken for yet. So that'll be coming soon. getting the bias for that was nuts. Like, I got it in 3 batches and they split up 100-yard bias rolls. In one of them was like a 70-30. Like, they gave me a 30-yard roll to bias. It was the weirdest thing. I've never had that happen. I've been working with this company for like 10 years. Like, it's a local LA company and it's local, but you can't go pick up, which has always been kind of a thing for me. But at the same time, they're pretty fast. Usually I get stuff within like, 2 days because it's LA. But yeah, now it's just like crazy. Like, they could just put you on back order, they don't even tell you. So it's been interesting. But yeah, so I'm here cutting. I've got a few more non-sweary stuff items coming out. Those have been holding back and trying to collect so that I have a nice collection to promote and everything. At the moment, not entirely sure what the closing date is. I have to make sure that all these pre-orders are out. I don't know how long this production order is going to take her. I won't really know until I show it to her. But lately, the production orders that used to take like a week are taking like 2 weeks now. So once I get this cut and over into Olga's hands, it could take between, 7 to 14 days. I don't know. And you know what? She does such an amazing job. I told her, like, just do it like you do it. Don't rush, because that's what our customers want, is beautiful quality. And she was like, don't worry, I am not a rusher because I don't like to give out my work that's not good. And honestly, that's like the beauty of Slip Stitch Studios. I've been working with Olga now since 2016. So good while, and Cindy's been with me since 2011 or 12. Yeah, like right after Oliver was born. So we've been a good team. We've had other production and different things go on and people and wonderful experiences, but we just got real small. It's just the 3 of us women. Sometimes people don't realize that about Slip Stitch Studios. They think we're like this big operation, but it's legit. Like, I do all the social media, I do all the editing, I do all the cutting, I do the pictures, advertising, everything. Cindy ships everything. She does the listings on the website, and she keeps some things organized. And when I need help with things, she's a total amazing support for all different kinds of things that we do. And we do the clubs and packing and all that fun stuff. And then Olga is just the sewing maven. She is just amazing. Like, I've never met anybody like Olga. Honestly, all of the seamstresses that I've had have been great. To some degree, we parted ways. So, but Olga is like, she's like my level of perfectionist times 10. So I have to live up to her standards. And you know what? I love working with people like that. It really helps me level up as a person, and I enjoy it. So rather than get up annoyed and be like, oh, she's so picky, I really don't feel that way. Honestly, every time she calls me and says, oh, this is slightly off, or, oh, did you notice there was a mark on this? Or, hey, there's a teeny tiny hole, and whatever. Like, sometimes fabric is just a mixed bag, literally, So she lets me know what's up, and I love it. I love our communication and our relationship, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because we don't really talk about it that much. What goes on in the back end here. Also, I'm pretty sure I've never shown my little cutting area since I moved in, because it's always been something I've been like, you go from a giant studio to a teeny tiny room, and it just felt like, I don't know, I don't want anybody to see my little mess. But, I've been working on it, on my own mental things about these. It's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of lives, because, like I said, I just ramble. I don't even know if any of this is content. I got 5 people watching. Hi, 5 people. I love you. Thank you. I'm going to share this later, so hopefully some other people will catch it and get to see what's going on and see my face and know that I'm not running away. I had a lot of people send me messages asking like, oh my God, I got the pre-order and I haven't gotten it yet. Well, I've been trying to let everybody know about what's going on with that. Did not expect that to be so big, honestly, it was a really beautiful surprise that it was such a large, and I tried to make it small. I actually closed it up a little bit, at the end there, because it started to get a little worried. I ordered a whole bunch of fabric in 2 batches, from Spoonflower, which is kind of crazy. And the fact Spoonflower's actually been pretty awesome about the blurry thing. I mean, except for the fact that they're printing it blurry and sending it to me for some god awful reason. Nobody's looking at it, I guess. But this one is not blurry. This one is gorgeous. I got a larger print. I think the small print was just something about the shadowing and the small print was making it blurry. So I'm not really sure what to do with that fabric. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because I've got 40 yards of I knit so I don't kill people fabric. That's a bit dizzying, and I don't want to waste it. I don't know what to do with it. It's not something I'd want to make something out of, to be honest. Personally, it hurts my eyes. I would not have been such a stick in the mud about it if it wasn't so like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like this is gonna make people like have like epilepsy because it's like, ugh. So, but I can't take a picture of it and show it to you because it doesn't. The somehow the blurriness. This is the fun part. The blurriness of the fabric is so minute that the hand shaky thing that, you know, when it's in all of our smartphones, which is what I take my pictures with, by the way. So I probably should see if I can like grab my other little camera and see if that automatically, but I think it does. All digital cameras and phones will automatically sharpen things. So even when I take a picture of that fabric and I sent it to them, I was like, oh God, this doesn't even look blurry when I send it to them. That was fun. Even reached out to Cynthia Frenetti, the designer, and be like, can you take a look at the digital art on this? But I think it was just the size of it created some kind of shadow that kind of, it's not good. I did not want to send that out to you guys. So it's on the last batch. This and I'm an effing ray of sunshine, because I am. Those are the last two. So we got these big giant rolls. I just finished the sunshine yesterday. And I'm doing, I knit so I don't kill people today. And I'm getting all this over to Olga. Cindy's working on the materials, cutting the materials, the handles and the cords and getting all the beads and everything so that Olga's got everything. And we've got maybe one little teeny tiny PO we'll do after that just to finish up a few items here. We've got some custom orders that have come in that we'll be finishing up as well. Real quick, I'll let you know what I'm thinking right now. Because obviously I don't want to quit. Obviously it's really hard to quit. Even if it in a job for 15 years, doing a business, accumulating this much fabric, this much material, it's not I thought maybe 2 months was a reasonable amount. And then and then a month before we closed, I thought, oh yeah, pre-order should be good because we could get that all out by the end of May. Yay. God was laughing. It was kind of a cute laugh though, because it's not so bad. It's not like I had anything else to do. It's not like Cindy has anything else to do or Olga has anything else to do. We were all really sad that Slip Stitch Studios was not making enough money to pay everyone consistently. Luckily, the last few weeks have been very helpful. So, you know, we don't have anywhere to go. So we're just going to finish this up. And my plan is once I get all the product out, once we've got everything on the website, anything that's left over, if we're in like to try to get it done by the end of the month, probably just do some kind of promotion or something to close down the shop. I'm going to be closing out of Shopify. I know this is a really long video. Hopefully it's okay, guys. Sorry. I don't know. I wasn't together before I did this. I'm just like, I got to do it because I've been wanting to do it for like 2-3 weeks now. And my mental capacity was like, no. So I was like, do it now before you think about it. So sorry if I'm a little disheveled or not together on this, but we're just talking over 20 yards of fabric. So, anyways, my plan is to, close down my Shopify website. That thing is hemorrhaging money. Okay. Shopify, when I started 10 years ago, was beautiful, beautiful, vacation from Etsy. Okay. I was paying almost $900 a month in fees on Etsy when I moved to Shopify. And that's my bill at Shopify now. Yeah. F those guys. I cannot even believe they do this. I've got nothing better. The only thing about Shopify that has changed over the last few years that makes any sense to me at all why they would charge more is just that they want more money. Everything is apps on Shopify. Everything. Like you can spend $100 and $200 and get a preset website that you just fix up, or you can be a free website and you can be really smart about website stuff and fix it up yourself. But the problem is, when I first started, they didn't take a percentage of your sales. That was the whole reason why I moved over there, because Etsy was taking a percentage of my sales. It was going up to $900 a month, and that was money out of my pocket. Because, I'm like a small business. I'm not getting like crazy wholesale, and we're not making them in China for 20 cents. This is like real stuff. So Shopify, when I first started, $79 a month, okay? No fees, no commission. That's just straight $79 a month. Well, of course, then you get the apps. You got to get the invoice app because you can't print the damn invoices out if you don't have the invoice app. Because then when you print the invoices app just straight out of Shopify, they look ugly. They don't say everything. You can't really customize them. Maybe that's changed, but at this point, like, we've had an app for like 10 years. Like, we're not going to go relearn whatever Shopify is doing now. It was never good in the past. I don't imagine it's any better now. But of course, what are you going to do? Stop the machine so I can go research that? So then there's the text messaging. Oh my goodness. I'm changing that over to Square. I'm going to be importing all of the phone numbers over to Square and using their text messaging because it looks like they're a little less, what's the word I want to think? Shystery? I don't know. So this, you got to get this. There's the text messaging app on Shopify that I use does not give you invoices. They just send money. They just send some random amount over to Shopify. And Shopify does not invoice you either. They just take whatever they decide from all these people without you getting to vet anything or say, yep, that's the right choice or that's the right price or, hey, yeah, of course I'm going to have money in my account on the 20th this month when you took it out on the 25th last month. I don't know. Like, every month is a different day they take the money out, first off. You don't get an invoice that says, hey, this month it's 600, this month it's 900, whatever. And there is no way to vet apps like my loyalty app, which charges me for a certain amount for every amount of orders I get over like 300 in a month. If I get 300 plus orders, then I have to pay extra. Like, for my loyalty program, it's like, I'm giving discounts with that. And now you're going to charge me extra because more people are buying. Like, I don't even understand that. They're not doing any more work. It's an algorithm. Nothing in there is different just because it's 301 versus 300. You know what I mean? And so same thing with the text messaging. Text messaging, they have no way to track how much, like, the individual amounts that they send to Shopify at the end of the month. So, like, I'll get a bill at the end of the month. It's $900 taken out of my account like that. No question, no email, no text, nothing. Just you wake up in the morning and go, oh, I guess this is Shopify day. Thank God I had money in there or, etc. And then you're like, wow, why is it so much? And you go in there, oh, the text messaging app is, hold on, I'm getting a phone call, sorry. The text messaging app has charged me $600. Really? Okay, well, why? Can I look at the invoice? Nah. I've spent countless hours on their customer service text because you can't call anybody anymore. They're going to charge you for all these customer service things, but you can't call anybody. There's no customer service. So I get all these texts and they send me these Excel files after just back and forth of, no, you need to contact Shopify. Shopify says, no, you need to contact the text messaging company. And the text messaging company sends me this Excel file. And I kid you not, has no amounts on it. Has strange times of day, 2 lines. Strange times of day, SMS, BMP. That's the other line. And they tell me that there's pages. There's no pages on the Excel file. It's crazy. It's wild. And it's just a time suck. Like, I would rather be doing this. I would rather doing all the other things, creating things, coming up with new designs. I have this really cool idea for like scissor holders that I really want to do, but that's crazy. So that's just a piece of it. And the thing is that Shopify has done some really shady stuff. Like, you have to use their credit card stuff now. PayPal is a mess, okay, for small businesses. And if you're a small business and you're having trouble with PayPal, I'm sorry, but I don't even know the point of using them anymore. I stopped using them several months ago because I was like losing money because of the way they handle their stuff. It's not cool. Plus, they came out and they said they were going to charge everybody $2,500 for misinformation. And then they came back and said, no, just kidding. And then a month later, they said, oh no, we're leaving that in. Okay, personally, I think PayPal owes me like $2,500 for misinformation about their misinformation. Twice, because they lied about it twice. They lied about it the first time, they lied about it the second time, and the third time they were like, yeah, by the way, we're going to do it anyways. Why? What is misinformation? Why does a bank company need have any bearing on what misinformation is at this point. Can we all just agree that misinformation is like a perspective at this point? Because I don't even know anymore. Like, what are you going to tell me is misinformation this time? Because everything keeps turning out to be not misinformation, but misleading information. Misleading information is a whole different thing. But I digress, obviously. This is what's happening with small business. You know, I've been in this business for 15 years. So I have been from the beginning of Etsy and now here in 2023, post-pandemic, living this life. And I am telling you that small businesses are under attack. It is wild. And if you feel really stressed and you're trying to have a small business and trying to run something like that, it's not you. It's the way the system's running right now. And so my understanding is that we've got to figure out these vampiric companies, vampiric apps. Oh, Constant Contact cracked me up. That was another one. Constant Contact. I had Constant Contact since the beginning, 15 years, okay? I've dabbled with PicMonkey, but I just liked Constant Contact more. And honestly, I don't want either of them now. But Constant Contact randomly went from $60 to $125 in February. And I was like, you know, just one morning they charged me $125. And in February, if you remember, I announced my closure in March. So I was struggling super hard in February. So $125 was like, I can't pay somebody or something now. And why? Why would you take 125 versus 60? I've been with you for 15 years. Like, nothing changed that much, right? Well, they said it was because I went over 5,000 emails. Now, my understanding is you should at least send me an email that says, hey, yeah, congratulations, you're over 5,000 emails. We're doubling your price. You know, just something, just like a little how you do. No, when these people have your cards, they just charge them, man. They just charge them. It's crazy. So anyways, I will be canceling my Constant Contact. I will be canceling my Shopify. I will be canceling and changing over my text messaging, everything. Okay. So while I'm saying all of this, I'm letting you know that I'm going to start a more basic grassroots website that doesn't cost so much overhead. Because right now the overhead of the website is like $2,500. $2,500 a month. And that's just web crap. That's not paying my beautiful, wonderful, intelligent employees. That's paying for AI customer service. It's wild. It's just wild how much we pay. That's more than I pay people a week. You know, it's just crazy. I just can't believe that they can do that, you know, charge you for AI stuff. But anyways, so you got to learn, you know, it's just like 10 years, 15 years ago when a lot of the small businesses, small yarn shops were going out of business because they weren't on social media. They weren't on the web, right? So now we're in another turning. We're in the change where all the people who were on the web and got in when everything was cheap and free and oh my gosh, my GoDaddy. Oh my goodness. So I got GoDaddy for my website. It was like $100 a year to get slipstitchstudios.com, like 5 emails. What else did I get from them? At some point, I even had like Microsoft Office from them, and maybe it went up to like $250, $300 a year. That stuff is insane. I literally just bought Microsoft Office because renting it from GoDaddy was like 3 times the amount of buying it. Yeah, that's crazy. So like GoDaddy now wants to charge me like hundreds of dollars for my domain name and all this stuff. So anyways, luckily I have really good people around me that have good information about this stuff. So I'm going to be buying my domain name and not paying some subscription to GoDaddy anymore. So if you're on GoDaddy, you might want to get off because they are just like Constant Contact and Shopify and Etsy. They are all now exploiting small business people and they're not helping. This whole economy is getting ruined by these businesses who are just vampiric. I mean, that's the best way I can say. They're just sucking the life out of people who are creating contact, creating everything. And then they just get to like be little parasites that suck on you. So just like I said, 10 years ago, you had to figure it out and be like, we can't do in person. We have to also do social media. Now we are in the world where we have to reevaluate every single electronic contract that we have been in. Because nowadays, if you have one of those like auto pay, like, yeah, I'm going to pay that every month. Of course, just don't auto pay. I don't think that's a good idea anymore. My understanding about auto pay is they can now change the price and charge you whenever. And I did not sign up for that. I thought I would be charged a certain amount that I would be alerted to within a reasonable amount of time. And then I would know what day it was coming out. Like, that was my understanding with autopay. That's not what we do anymore. So lots of things are changing, right? So that is a basic ramble, rant of kind of what I'm dealing with on the back end here. And one of the reasons why, personally, I think some of the best bags in the world, best bags, handmade, with love, why we can't keep going after 15 years with so many customers, so many beautiful, happy customers that want our stuff. And it's depressing to some level, but I'm not going to let it get depressing. I'm going to do it like I did everything. This whole business started because I was literally fired during my maternity leave with my 15-year-old daughter. Okay. So I'm clearly not a lay down and crier. And I'm okay with this. It's been rough, and I've learned a lot about myself, and I've learned a lot about how to handle these things. It's just, business is always life really is just a lesson. So I'm in a better place about it than I was in March. As you could probably tell, I was like, probably that first letter that I sent out to let everybody know it was up was like full of tears. Now I'm kind of seeing through the fog just a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to make bags anymore after this. We'll see. Olga's very happy to keep working with me. Cindy's very happy to keep working with me. I refuse to stay the way that I'm doing this and then not have enough money to pay them when the time comes. Because Shopify decided $900 was the reasonable amount this month, and there's no invoice to even match it to. That's crazy. And I always act like I'm the first person ever to have an accounting problem. Like I don't know if you guys get this, but every single time I call a place and I'm like, hi, just wondering why you charged me this, or could you show me an invoice? And they're like, an invoice? You need a document to tell you the money that we already took out of your account? I'm like, yeah. There's a thing called QuickBooks. There's this accounting thing. There's this thing called taxes. I mean, how am I even going to break up a Shopify payment if I don't even understand how I paid $600 for text messages in a month? That's freaking crazy. It's just little silly things like that. That's just like, man, if I spent an entire week managing every single one of these stupid customer service things, all I would have at the end of the week is more issues to handle, other departments that I need to contact. It's, yeah. So full stop, right? That's the plan. Full stop. Rejig. Come back. See how it looks. That's the plan. I really love the print to order stuff. As you can tell, I'm a very happy person with my products that I've gotten from print to order. Anytime I find one that just isn't like hitting the mark, I just take care of it and get it out of the shop. So, anytime you guys have any questions or want anything, I've got the chat on the website. I do try to get to that right away. I also put some information on there, so that if it's like a common question, it'll be answered like, hi, I'm not going to leave and not, make everything. Don't worry. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Just wanted to give you guys a little face-to-face update, did a little video so it was, a little bit more personable than a letter that you may or may not get in your junk mail. Sorry. I will be out with a new letter this week on Friday. I've got new product on Friday that's going to be released, new pre-order extras. Tomorrow I'm picking up from Olga the last batch of sweary stuff. Lots of stuff. We've got the sloth in that one. We've got, what do we have? Oh my goodness. We've got so many good ones in that one. We've got the sloth. We've got, oh yeah, the sweary place. We've got Suck It Up Buttercup. So, I think we've got, unicorns coming out soon. That might come out with the last one because we had a few items that got a little weird. Some things happen, like they didn't send me the right amount of fabric a couple times too. So I had to order extra fabric. But anyways, it's all good. It's all part of the job. And I'm totally happy with the job part. It's the customer service with the AI that I'm not so happy with. And that's why you will not get an AI customer service in my shop. Ever. Ugh. Anyways, so yeah, I think that's everything. please feel free to send me a message if you have any questions. I have a very tiny window for custom orders if you still want a custom order. So, and today's June 14th. So basically by the end of the week, if you can get me a custom order in the mail so that it's on the next PO, the last PO, I think, which is kind of sad to think about, but also kind of relieving because holy crap, it's been a long 2 months and I thought I was going to be close by now. So, that's what they say. God laughs when you make plans, but that's all right. I'm laughing too, because honestly, thank you so much. You guys letting us work a little bit longer has not been a burden at all. It's just been normal stuff. And the main reason why I need to do a full stop so I can readjust and see if this is still possible, because I would love to keep doing it. I love knitting. I love making things. I love making organizers and creative items. And when I go out there and I see what's out there, I'm not always very impressed. So I like to be impressive with my stuff and the quality. So hopefully I continue to do that up until the end here. And then hopefully the end is just a little break. But thank you so much for your support, even if it's not a break, even if this is just the natural end to a wonderful thing. It's been a good run and I'm really happy. And I'm so thankful for you guys. So anyways, more rambling from Laura later. Maybe I'll just jump on and do this again sometime now that I've got this set up so that you can see my wonderful thing. I had to close the curtains behind me because the sun was just so bright in my overcast day, It's wild. It's so dark in here, but it's too bright for this, for the video camera. Anyways, all right. Well, I hope you guys have a happy hump day. I'll see you on Friday with the new pre-order stuff and fun things to entice you with. Hopefully, you'll catch that. All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye.